Good morning. Good Monday morning. This is Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton, and we are continuing. We had some technology issues, so we straightened it out. Thank you, Colette. Thank you, Taria. These are my ride or die. This is my team. I always talk about team. So on Monday morning, on Monday morning, we like to do in the mindset reset. That's what we call our 15-minute sort of TED Talk chat. We like to talk about issues that impact on us every single day. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work for somebody, whether you're thinking about being an entrepreneur. And today we want to talk about something that we all hear about. We all hear about it, but what we don't know and what seems to keep us all stuck is setting goals. So I posted last night on my Facebook page, a quote about setting goals. And of course, Facebook says, do you have a comment to say about this quote? It's a picture, a quote. And I thought about it, and here's my simple statement, folks. No goals, no gold. No goals, no gold. If you don't set goals, write them down, make it plain, there will be no gold in your pocket. You will have no cash, and in essence, you will keep crashing. So the 8 strategies for achieving smart goals, brought to you by your game changer, Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton, this morning, is the most important thing about a goal is it should be a smart goal. It should be a smart goal. Let's be realistic, folks, when we're setting goals. Now, a goal is different from a vision. A vision goes way out to the end. It's what you want to be. It's the ultimate for what you can see it now. But the goal is incremental. You can have a huge vision. The vision for the America in the 60s was, we want to go to the moon. It took them years to get ready. They had to meet incremental goals. So if metaphorically, your goal is to go to the moon in your business, to go to the stratosphere, to own it, to claim it, believe it, and to achieve it, then you need incremental SMART goals. So SMART can stand for this. 1, your goal has to be specific. 2, it has to be measurable. If you can't measure it, how do you know you achieved it? It's more than a feeling, folks. Oh, I felt really good about that presentation. I felt really good about that package I offered. But can you measure the success of what you did? If it's not measurable, then you don't have a real gauge. You just have a feeling. Is it achievable? Is it realistic? Don't get caught up in the law of attraction. That has an element about us achieving, but it is not everything. Everything you speak, you will not achieve. Everything you believe, you will not get, because these things have to be modified within the context of your life, your faith, what you're doing. There, folks, I want you to hashtag this. No magic bullet. We look for quick fixes, and as quick as we find them, they dissipate. No magic bullet in anything in life, folks. Even baking a cake, you got to have a recipe, or maybe you got your grandmother's recipe in your head. You got to have your ingredients. You got to have the stove. You got to put it on right. You got to have the pan. You ladies know what I'm talking about, and perhaps you men know what I'm talking about. So they have to be achievable. They have to be realistic. What can you do? So you are a speaker. So if your goal is that I want to have 70 speaking engagements, and it is now November, by the end of this year, if you could get 70 speaking engagements by the end of this year, then you are already in a place where you shouldn't have to be going about this in a rush, because it would have been cumulative. So be realistic. Dream big, set goals to get you to the big dream. Don't think that the goal can be as big as the dream, because if it is, then your dream isn't big enough. And let me just stop and pause for a moment as your mindset reset, game changer coach. If your dream doesn't scare you, if it doesn't challenge you, if it doesn't increase your faith in a divine power to get you there, then you're not dreaming big enough. But your goals are relatively small because they're incremental to get to the big dream. Remember that. The goals are smaller than the vision or the dream. And unless you set a goal, your vision is only a wish. It's a dream list. And we want to make it plain. Set the goal and make it plain. Now, what is your specific goal? As I talk and coach folks, the number one goal as I have is I want to change my bottom line. I want to bring in more revenue. Well, what are you doing to do that? That is not standing in front of the ATM machine and trying to get out money without a debit card or even having money in the bank. What are your goals? So you may say, well, you want to speak, you want to offer packages, you want to write books. That takes a plan. And if you're writing books and if you're speaking and you're offering package, those are three small separate items. They're big within themselves, but they're not the vision. They are the vehicle to get to the vision. The vehicle is the vision, and the vehicle is the work. It's the work you have to do to be who you want to be. Measure your success. Now, if you want to make more money, folks, you first have to know what you do make and be realistic. You need an accounting chart. Not an accountant, not right away. But are you charting what you make when you sell books, if you have any, when you're paid to speak, how many packages? Be realistic. Nobody has to see it but you. What am I making? So if I'm making $5,000 and I want to make 50, well, then you better have some cash goals. How am I going to do this? How many packages must I offer to do that? Do the simple math. How many presentations? How many books must I sell? And you have to market each of those categories. And those are small goals toward the big vision. So I want you to hashtag the vehicle is the vision. If you don't have a vehicle to take you someplace, you won't be going. And the vehicle for fulfilling and achieving your vision, which is the big, it's this, folks, it's big. The goals are like this. But the vehicle to take you there, the categories, the work, the projects, they all make the vision happen. Wishing it doesn't make it so. Just believing it helps you. It keeps your faith up. It keeps you motivated. It keeps you inspired. But if you want to fulfill your destiny, you want to know what your purpose is. Remember, the word destiny means that it has a destination. Destiny is not out there and you never see it. Have you arrived at any point where you feel you are destined to go? Remember, we said you got to measure it. Realistic goals are measurable. Unrealistic goals are just a dream. Make your goal timely. If you don't, and I don't like the word deadline because I don't want to arrive any place dead. So that's a negative word. If you don't have a calendar, if you don't put boundaries on it, then it can take forever and you won't know it because you didn't set it. It's like the alarm clock I have in my guest bedroom. It's a wonderful clock, folks. It's wonderful. It's not plugged in. So I have a clock, but I have no time because I'm still trying to figure out how to work this supposedly simple clock. So are your goals plugged in to what the results that you want? So once again, I want you to hashtag plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. So you know where you are in the process. Now here's a real important one. Don't be a loner. Don't go it alone. Collaborate. You need at least 3 people in your inner circle, your team, your ride or die, somebody that you can trust what they say to you. Because here's my expression, if you're trying to go it alone. If you don't collaborate, you will eventually coagulate. You know what coagulate means? You just kind of, if the blood coagulates, it gels. It's like what happens with salad dressing. The oil goes to the top, the seasoning's at the bottom, and you have to shake the bottle. Well, you have to shake other people and get their ideas to help you. Don't go it alone. Your goals are fulfilled. Your vision, your destiny is not alone. You are not Robinson Crusoe. You are not on an island. You're going to go to your next level with others that pour into you, and you can pour into them. But if you don't have anybody in your network, if you don't have any, if you say, well, Dr. Emma, I don't have anybody, I'm afraid to share my plans, somebody's going to steal my ideas. Not true, folks. Not true. Not if they're your real friends. They're not going to steal it. They're going to help you to reveal it. They're not going to steal it. A true friend, I have true friends that I call and talk to. One of them, 2 of them are my team. That's Colette and Taria. They know what I'm thinking. If they don't know what I'm thinking, how can they service me? And then I have my true blue few, like two, that I can call and say, I'm thinking about this. And they'll tell me the truth. One of them is my brother, George. He tells me the brutal truth. Oh, folks, you should be on those calls. He will lay it out. He's been there, done that. So I trust him. Who do you trust? If you trust no one, then it's not about the people, it's about you. You need a mindset reset. If you have nobody in your life that you can trust, that you can collaborate with, the first goal you need to set before you when you get off this broadcast, when we click off, is you got to make a list and you got to go after some networking people that you can trust, because you're limiting your success. Folks, a true blue collaboration is priceless. Think about Shark Tank. The people that come on Shark Tank, that show with these 3 people or 4 people who've been there, done that. They got all the money. They the entrepreneurs come on with an idea. And the way they present it determines whether they're going to get somebody to invest in their business. Well, the reason they go through that level of humiliation and humblingness, and because they want the critique, even if they don't get the money, the value of the critique. So don't shy away from people telling you, I think you need to do this or you need to work at this. It's important. You change by choice, not by force. Meaning, make a decision that if you have those people in your life that you can trust and they give you advice, be flexible. A lot of people like to say, I have an open door policy, when you're an entrepreneur or when you're in business and you're a CEO. Well, I'm going to tell you this. It is much better to have an open mind, because sometimes you absolutely have to close your door. But if you have an open mind, then the best idea wins. Then people can help you. They'll come to you. Keep an open mind, even if you have to close the door. So, incorporate all of your goals into a schedule. Have a master schedule. Put your dream or your mission statement up at top. Don't make it complicated, folks. We're not talking about developing a book. That's an action plan. that should precede you doing this. But in the event that you're not there yet, then just set incremental goals. Go shopping in your mind, collaborate, Google. There's tons of information out there, but information is best when shared. Information is best when shared. Information is best when shared. Regularly evaluate your progress. Don't just walk around in your head, well, this seems to be working right. Can you measure it? I can't express that enough. Hi, Johnny Mac. Oh, I see, and I see Nicole is on the line. These are some people that I trust. They're in my life. I've talked with them. They pour into me. I pour into them. This is critical. So what are your SMART goals? I'm going to repeat it. A SMART goal is this. S is be specific. M, be able to measure it. A, make sure it's achievable, and that's connected to realistic, and that it's timely, that you have a schedule. So I have an offer for all of the folks viewing in today. I want you to text the word challenge, 718-305-1426, and register, and you will receive 7 DVDs with me talking about mindset reset and what it takes to change. So I'm going to repeat that. I want you to text the word challenge to 718-305-1426 and register so you can get your 7 days to reset your mind challenge information. You can download it and listen to it as much as you like. So folks, that's our 15 minutes TED Talk for today. Catch you up next Monday. Remember, you never know what you're going to get on the Mindset Reset. Over and out. Have a blessed week. This is Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton. 8 strategies for achieving your goal.